What's up, everybody? Crypto Whiskey here with another update on the markets. Any of you that's hardcore and has paid attention and keep up with all the Fed speeches and the rate hikes and all that stuff knows that we've been raising the rates for over a year, and the last two rate decisions have become left to be unchanged, and they've done well. And I kind of had this feeling coming into today's rate change that the markets have rallied so much from the previous bottom that we're right at what looks to be a technical double top on most every indice and a lot of stocks. So I kind of thought, okay, today if he leaves them unchanged, what we're probably going to have happen is a massive rally. And then the next day, I think we have a big, nasty pullback. That massive rally pushes us right back to double tops, all-time highs. So that's my theory on it, and I'm going to explain why real quick. Right now we have the Dow Jones pulled up on the weekly. As you can see from way back here in '03, and we can keep going, it's just a technical pattern. Lots of different charts love to do it, but you have a high, and when you retest that high, you pull back. And some of the pullbacks can be 20%, 10%. It's not that it has to be that kind of devastating pullback, but typically when we retest something for the second time, that's what happens. The third time we'll break it. So you have 1, 2, big pullback. There was some, nice rallies between them, but this one was kind of, this was the '08 housing bubble. That's kind of a black swan event. But if you'll look at 1, 2, big pullback. 1, 2, pullback. 1, 2, pullback. Third test, sideways, we broke it. 1, 2, pullback. Even to where we're at right now, I'm kind of 1, 2, nice pullback. We're testing this there for the third time. The only thing to me that can change the situation is that we have tested it once, twice, 3 times, and it's going to break on the third. 1, 2, 3. We pulled back, broke on the fourth. It's just kind of, it's iffy. We can get a triple top rejection. Just depends on how technical you want to get about it. But the Dow Jones breaking above all-time highs. At the same time, the Fed leaves rates unchanged. After we've had a massive run, don't feel crunk about it at all. Now, if we look over here on the NASDAQ, we're not to all-time highs by no means. But today pushed us past that major level. You can see we closed a candle above that double top. While we're, building positive momentum, you've got stuff crossing. We haven't, on the weekly chart now, we haven't reached overbought yet. But I'm not real sure we get down to the lower time frames that we're not going to be overheated, and we can stay overheated for quite a while, technically, if the market wants to do that. I just feel like 500 points today on the Dow and 200 on the NASDAQ, and then look right here, your S&P 500, all this was a lot of hype, and we're encroaching. We're encroaching real close, and we're at 47.07, and then our all-time high is right around 48.15, less than 100 points away from a possible double top. That's just me. I could be overly bearish, but if you look here, a lot of these indicators aren't like crazy strong. I just don't think it's time yet. I think the market is priced in moving forward. There's rate cuts next year. That's fine. So I feel like at some point we're going to hit here, cool off, move back down, and test some areas that we need to test, and then start dancing back up. I would think that going into the first rate hike, since they're pricing it in now, that maybe we have some pullbacks and stuff, and right around January 5th, 6th, 7th, right there, that first week or two of January, that then we'll go ahead and start making a climb again. Don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but that's just kind of my hypothesis of the situation. As you can see, gold's back there again. Look at gold testing these highs again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it got rejected. Are we going? And it's the monthly now. I mean, we get down to lower time frames and might find something a little bit better, like we're losing a negative momentum and things like that. But we got rejected for a fourth touch. I just don't know if alternative investments have what it takes right now to pull away from the stock market with all the hype. But anyway, that's just kind of where I was looking, thinking, hey, maybe that's where we are. You can get down into Bitcoin, and Bitcoin to me looks like it's had a great run, but I don't feel like we're at that strength stage yet. You can see we got up in there some critical areas. I'd love to have seen it tested, 47 to 50 before we had a pullback. But we tried to pull back and pushed right back up on today's news, because when the Fed eases all these rate hikes and money starts getting cheaper, well, the risk on assets, they start getting money dumped into them. So we may not get that pullback to 35.5 that I was hoping to see. We may just keep trickling on all the way up to 50K for Bitcoin. We'll have to just play this by ear and see what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow could be devastating after the hype today, or tomorrow could continue to rally, and that'll give us some direction of where we're going with everything. Anybody who was in our Discord and messing with trades today knows just how much we racked up. We killed it today. Now, we've been setting up for this trade, the RUN Sunrun Inc., some solar energy company crap. But technically on the charts, it had looked amazing. Been in this channel, and what I liked is the fact that I posted it in my Discord, and lots of us took warning of it. We had what to me looks like a 3 rising valleys, trying to stay inside of this rising channel. And sure enough, we bottomed, and today it took off, put us back up in the middle of the channel. I would expect us to go back up to about 1640, test that 200-day moving average. Some of the call options that we had posted on that blew up, and people made 6, 7, 800% today. Crazy, crazy, crazy money. A Roku call today, yesterday Roku call that played out today was phenomenal. We had a down day yesterday, and then this morning started dumping, and I told everybody, I said, on a break of 99, I want to start buying call options, because everything looked too prime for a big bounce, especially coming into the Fed rate speech. And sure enough, we had folks getting it down low. We had another 400, 500, 600% gains on most people. They just pounded those options all the way down, and that call options, at 1 o'clock today turned and went crazy. So just some killer gains. We had folks that was in the 14, 1500% gains today alone on those two. We're excited. We're pumped. Lots of other good stuff on the charts. Looking like it's coming. Roku now has been one of my long-term. Let's look here. I want to show y'all something on the monthly. Roku has been destroying it. Now, Roku had this double top up there at $489, $493, something like that. But this right here, this Rising 3 Methods, we spotted this in the midst of it forming. But at the same time that this big pattern was forming on the monthly chart. We had the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the daily all confirming upside at the exact same time. So we took some, probably for the last 4 weeks, we have took long, really beautiful long calls on Roku. And I'm talking about we have smashed it. Probably, I would say 2,000 to 2,400% gains over the last couple of weeks on Roku alone. And guys, it's showing so much promise that it has much higher to go. I would think we have to test the 126.80 range before we get any kind of resistance. There's just nothing there. That would be a minor resistance at that. But kind of a staunch resistance would be that 152.71. There's where I would look for a rejection, come back down, reset, and then start making higher highs. So if you're in the game, long-term leaps into first part of next year on Roku, a very safe play to me is the way I'm looking at it. I think we've got room to grow. So much other stuff is oversold, but that's really what I'm just touch base with the markets here and let you know, the crypto's looking fine. You just need to keep holding, buying on the dip days. A lot of stuff's oversold, kind of peaked in our markets. Let's just watch for red days when you get nice 5 and 6% pullbacks on some of the big blue chip stocks like the Rokus, the Microsofts, Nvidias, things like that. That's times you want to load up on common shares in your IRA or your 401k. You really want to wait for the larger swings, in my opinion, to jump on a longer term call option. If you're really, really, really paying attention to the charts, you can go ahead and play those puts down. But you got to be a little more savvy and more experienced, I guess, to get into that, to be trying to play these puts in a bull market, is what I'm saying. Our time for puts was right here. We were screaming puts. I think we were like 340 screaming puts, and we rode puts all the way up down. So last year this year's done good but last year we just destroyed everything with those puts. We made bank. So our Discord has really, 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 really paid off this year for a lot of members. If you haven't been in it, go check it out. Continue to follow me here. Subscribe, like, leave a comment or a question. And I'll try and get back to you. Maybe get back to doing some more live streams in the evenings for you guys and answer some questions. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.